Did it ever happen to you that your prospect is so interesting, and when it gets to the point when they should sign up, they actually stop answering, or they actually enter the business and they quit they first or second week inside? Maybe they never do anything, or they just say they will do it and they never will. They maybe enter, they don't pay, they don't order the product, or anything that just you question yourself why that happens. Like, I don't know where I made the mistake. So today I want to talk to you how to prevent from this situation. Hello guys, all of you. Write me down hi or where you're coming from so I know who's watching. Today I want to talk to you about how actually to help your prospect or customer to open up and tell you more what's in here, what's in their mind, what's like what they're thinking about, what's their situation, how to help them open up and tell you more information. For those of you who are new, write me new in the comments, and let me introduce myself. My name is Lenka Kaclova, and I help entrepreneurs to build and leverage their online businesses through social media and online communication. I also help them to build their brand and become influencers in their niche and in what they love to do, so they can do what they want to do and live their real lifestyle at the same time. Hello Yvonne, hi, I'm absolutely great. I haven't been doing much Facebook Live today, not today, but this week. I've been with my sisters and spending some time with my family, so it wasn't like very good situation to actually do live. So I'm back. I'll be probably broadcasting throughout the weekend as well, so I can actually catch up with you guys since there haven't been too much videos this week. Today's topic is about your prospects, and guys, the only way how to prevent the situation when you got interested person and then something happens and you never hear from them again. They stop answering, they never write to you again, they never engage with you anymore, they just disappear. Or how to prevent the situation where you start to work with someone and then they quit like right after the beginning. So guys, I believe the only way how to prevent this is in that prospecting part, before actually you get to the situation where you show them something. And the key how to help yourself to get more information and them to open up is by asking questions. That's the only way how you can get the more information out of them. Those questions have to be comfortable. You have to listen and ask the right questions. Really master this skill, because that will help you to get from average to that superstar level. Yeah, I want. I'm doing it later. My kids are asleep. That's the reason I do it now. So even though it's like in States, a lot of people are still asleep, and or it's like early in the morning, I believe. It's a little bit late afternoon here, so a lot of people will be probably in a replay, but I have to do it now because otherwise you won't hear me. So the questions you need to ask, like right at the beginning, you want to know if they ever have done anything like this. Did you ever think of becoming an entrepreneur if they're not one already? Did they ever try to build their own business, online business? Did they what were their results? If they haven't tried it, were they thinking about it actually? Or what are their goals? Just start with the goals. What are their goals and desires? How they spend their time? Right now, how they spend their time, what they focus on. That's really important. You need to know more about them and what they do, what they want to do. And maybe what does it mean to them? What their goal really means to them. If it's not going to happen, what will happen then? Does it really matter that they will never get that? And maybe ask about even like the income, like what income do you want to have? What will set you free? Why do you want that income? What does that income mean to you? What would you do with it? That's very important. What would you do with it? Why do you want it? The why is so much important in this. And you know, the reason for that is that they know that you are interested in them. That's what matters to them, because they don't care about your opportunity. They don't care about anything that you have to offer. They care about themselves or their problem. If they're struggling with something, and we'll get to that right in a minute, if they struggle with something, they are trying to find out the information or the reason or the solution. So if you care about people you talk to, they know, you know, they can feel it, because you care, you ask the right questions. And what's very important, and I maybe highly recommend to write this one down, because I had written it down like weeks ago, and I really like it, is that you can never assume that you know what your prospect meant by what they just said. Maybe it's a little bit hard, so I say it again. You can never assume that you know what your prospect meant by what they have just said. And what I mean by that, you never know if they answer your questions. You can never make sure that you don't know exactly what that person meant, because you don't know what's inside their head. You don't know their backgrounds. You don't know their life, their experience. You need more information practically on any answer you will ever get. So try to get as much out of them, you know, because that way you can actually build up that excitement. You can lead them by those questions to that solution. You can lead them to that opportunity. They will actually prospect themselves into it. You know, they will get excited by themselves. All of that just by asking the right questions. And what you need to know is really how to get those more information. And this is what I wanted to maybe give you, the tips that I wanted to give you today. And the thing is, when you get the answer, like, I need help, I need your help, that doesn't tell you much. You feel like you can just really try, okay, I have the solution, here it is, and give them, you know, give them maybe the link to your platform or software that you're offering or product that you're trying to sell them. So just get more information, and again, ask questions like, why do you say that? Why do you need my help? The why is easy, you know, that's maybe the easiest question you can get, you know, why, you know, they are on that, they have to give you more information. And again, you can ask, tell me exactly what you mean by that. Very easy. Or really, why do you say that? Or just tell me more. You know, tell me more. If they have some kind of challenge, they share a challenge with you. Okay, tell me more about it. And they feel comfortable. You know, you care. You ask questions, and they don't even feel perspective. You know, that they feel that you care, and you're trying to really get the information and ask them. So they will tell you the details that you need to help them, and they just share more and more with you. And just maybe simple questions like, really, you know, like those little things where you actually open up those people, that really helps. You know what I will do? I will do a blog post out of these questions that you can actually ask. So you know, you can just go through them and look at them and maybe like really learn them and implement, guys, really implement that in your conversations when you're building the relationship with people. So if you don't want to miss this, just write 1 in the comments, and I will send you the link to that blog post with these questions so you don't miss it. And tell me how many of you actually ask questions. Is it something that is really important to you? Do you do that or not? I'd be really interested in your feedback. If you use it when you're selling or prospecting people or just building a relationship, and what's the best question that works for you to open up people? and I may add that to the blog post to my questions that I actually use. So put one, as Yvonne did right now, put one in the comments so you don't miss the blog post. I will send you the link once it's up, and I will give you that link. So really, guys, ask questions, and when you get the answer, try to get more information. Really, tell me more. Why do you say that? Or explain what you mean by that. Why is it important to you? You know, really, on that answer, you need more information every single time. Even though you feel that it's clear, that you know what they meant, ask more, because they may give you that little piece that you don't know right now, and that will prevent that situation that you showed them maybe wrong opportunity, or you showed it at wrong time, because they may not be ready right now. They may be ready in a few months. And if you tell them, you know, I feel that you are not ready right now, let's wait, let's stay connected, they will so much appreciate you actually building up this maybe relationship and connection, and they will start at the right moment, and they will not quit. You know, really, they will prevent that situation that they will stop answering even though they were interested in what you have to offer. Some people don't like to be asked, you mean? They cut the dialogue. If they cut the dialogue, you know, I wouldn't be very like really focused on someone who is really not interested in the conversation. If they don't want to connect, there are more fish in the sea. But you know, you are building relationship. If they're not interested in that relationship, if they don't want to connect with you, if they don't want to talk and share, you know, I'm really having conversations for months about something else than a business, and we know we stay connected because we are interested in each other's work, in what we do, and we feel that we may do something together, maybe not this year, maybe next year, you never know what it will be, but we really care about each other, and it's really a relationship, you know, it's really friendship. And even though we're not doing any business now, we never say never, you know, we might do something in the future, and we have that option open. So I wouldn't be really feeling bad about someone who's not just interested in talking to me and they're not answering. If you're not answering, sorry, you know, it's your miss. Okay, guys. As I said, I will be broadcasting throughout weekend. I usually don't do that, but because I wasn't doing too many videos for you guys this week, I will catch up on that, and I have some stuff prepared for you. So I don't know the time now, but I will post both on my probably fan page and personal page the time where I'll be online. I'll post it ahead so you don't miss the video, so you'll know tomorrow and Sunday when I'll be broadcasting. And I'll see you on weekend. Hopefully you can enjoy your weekend and hustle, guys, on weekends too. Bye bye.